Hi everyone! Okay, so today is Friday and I am making another video. We just had Easter and the kids loved the Easter baskets. Oh, they loved, especially the little bitty bunnies I made. They loved them. And I also made little crochet Easter eggs, the tiny ones. They loved them as well, but not one single one was the same size. And not very many of them had the exact same coloring because I used the Lion brand ice cream yarn called Parfait, and it had so many different colors on it, but they were so tiny they didn't use up all the colors on each egg. So by the time I made all the eggs, it used up all the colors, but each one had different set of colors, and they loved that. And now I've been working on a turtle. A friend of mine is having a baby shower for her niece, and she's paying me to make a turtle. I'm not going to tell you who it is because that would be tagging her, and I'm not going to tag her because she don't want to. Anyway, so I showed you the bottom of this bigger one. I've since finished it the same as I did the other one. There we go. Did it the same. Now I might do something with this one, so I'm working on some more babies. We'll see. Anyway, so right now I got all the turtles stuffed in there. I don't think I would have fit all 20 into this one if this one fit. And I did the head in the same. The only thing different in this head has a bigger bottom. I totally forgot to switch to a smaller hook size, and I think it worked out okay. It worked okay. It didn't need the 3.5 millimeter instead of the 4 millimeter, just 0.5 millimeter difference, and so it worked out good. And now instead of a button, because this is going to be the gift to the baby when the baby's old enough, I know, I put on some ribbons that you can tie. Now, if my friend doesn't like the length of the ribbons, she can cut it shorter. But for now, I've got it this length. I sewed it on either side of the tail, and so it could close tight. You put the button on the tail in the before, and I haven't really looked at the directions to see how you get the button. I didn't, because I did the top the same way I did this bottom, so I didn't really look at the directions for the top to see how the button would be installed, since I didn't plan on using a button. If you had planned on using eyes, you would put the safety eyes in before you crochet the two halves together. That would be the best bet. But I didn't do that on either one of these. If I want to, I can embroidery some eyes onto this side where the parts that are, wait, which part? Yeah, that side. The part where you have the tail ends tied and stuff, where you wouldn't see them once the top is shelled on, but so that the eyes are going upwards and not downwards. So my friend is going to take care of the eyes. I'm assuming she's going to embroider them on. Or not have eyes. It don't matter if it has eyes. Anyway, so it's got that, and the babies are stuffed inside, and I'm making more little babies. I do have someone that liked the little babies so much she wants to buy 2 of them, and that's going to be in this batch too. I'm just making extra babies. Yeah. And in the meantime, when I'm done with this, I might make my starfish pattern that I wrote and haven't executed yet. I'm thinking about doing that, and I'm putting that back down in the floor. And so that's what I plan to do with my crochet right now, is turtles, starfish, fish related. I haven't really thought about how to do a dolphin yet. I'm thinking about designing a dolphin and having a pointy nose and going up to a certain point, and then give it a little bit of a hump for the head, and then down for the neck area, and then back out, just swell on the bottom, much like I did the bird, and then back into a fin, and then have some extra little fins to sew on. That would be easy to sew the extra little fins on, and I would need to look at pictures of dolphins. I painted them before, so I just need to refresh in my mind how many fins a dolphin has, because I know it has several fins. Sea creatures do. And even though this is a mammal, it swims in the ocean, but it is one of the mammals that breathe air, so they have to go up to the surface to breathe air and go back down. So that is some sharks are that way too. Whales, maybe more than sharks, have to go breathe the air because they breathe air and they don't have gills. So dolphins don't have gills. But anyway, so I plan to make a dolphin eventually, and I haven't really worked it out yet. I'm going to want to have this do several starfish and maybe a couple of my own turtles. Again, I did one turtle before making this turtle pattern. It's a turtle memory game pattern, and I can't remember the person's name. Her first name is Sherry, Shari, not like Sharon, because I'm Sharon. I didn't design the matching game puzzle, so, but I'm doing it anyway. So I'm really having fun doing it, making that. I had fun. Now, banks are really great, but sometimes they don't catch things that look wrong. You would think that my bank would see a charge from New York, knowing I've never been to New York, that there is a problem, especially when there's 3 of the same charge on the same day. So I've had to call my bank and get them that charge it was on March 24th. Had to get the charge disputed, so I'm having to wait. So things are going to have to be done by cash until then. But I've been trying not to use my bank account much. But anyway, I got paid for that pattern, and it's a good thing that I didn't notice that error before I had downloaded the money my friend gave me. PayPal takes chunks out for fees. Big chunks. Big chunks. More than what I was used to. But anyway, some people tell me there's another app to use, and I haven't signed on to it yet. I don't know if I want to. I don't know if I have room on my phone. But anyway, so it's all quiet in the house right now. We don't have my great niece today. We won't have her tomorrow. We'll have her Sunday. And so it's all quiet. I make the video on Sunday when she's at church. It's to protect her privacy because she would be a camera hog. Even though she's little, she thinks she's a big girl. But anyway, I'm sure I thought I was a big girl at that age too. I don't know. All little 5-year-olds think they're big girls when they're not yet really big girls. But anyway, so that's my crocheting today, is doing those little turtles. They're really quick to make. I find the pattern easy to follow. I didn't necessarily like how small the mama turtle bottom was turning out. I was worried that those baby turtles wouldn't fit in what the pattern called for. So basically, instead of starting with 12 and then doubling it to 24, and then increasing by 12, I started with 6, doubled to 12, and increased by 6. And that gave me more rows, but I did a half double crochet to kind of make it look similar to the top of the babies, because the babies has pattern in the pattern. They have you do a half double crochet for the babies. So that's what I did, and I think it looked better than that double crochet. But it's been fun. I've enjoyed it. Now I am still using the 4mm hook size right now, and when I get done with the turtles, I will have to go back to my 2.5mm hook size, and because I like that size better. And the 3-weight yarn that I normally work with, I'm working with 4-weight now. Although that Panda Love's more like a 3-weight, it's working out. I did have to switch to a Red Heart yarn when working with the bottom shell, the same color as the Pound of Love, the Line brand Pound of Love, to get a little bit thicker, but it wasn't much thicker. Now all the other colors that I've used of Red Heart have really been good thickness. I also have one color, I have the Aqua. It's a big twist. It's a good thickness for 4-weight. I don't know how to find a 5-weight. I guess I could have one day tried bigger yarns with the bigger hook. But right now all I have is the 4-weight and the 3-weight. And I'm getting out of my safety zone of the 3-weight and working with 4-weight. And so a lot of people don't like to work with 3-weight. But I like tiny, teeny little stitches. I don't know why. I just do. But most of my works come out really small. And someone might look at it who don't know crochet, might think, oh, she didn't put as much work into that. But probably put more work into it because of the tiny, teeny little stitches. And the same kind of pattern can make the same pattern in the 4-weight, and the doll would be bigger. Or 5-weight on a chunky whatever. You use bigger yarn, you have a bigger object. Crochet bigger amigurumi. And so I'm going to go ahead and say bye now and get off here and get back to crocheting. So I want to, if you could like and subscribe to my channel would be great. I would love that, and I keep you up. You can ask me any kind of questions in the comments. I don't hardly have any comments or questions. I could reply to you. I could look up the information on where my friend got that pattern for me for the Turtle Memory Game. But if you look up Turtle Memory Game and probably the name Sherry, Shari, you might be able to find it easier that way. Cause I don't know where she got it from, but she bought it for me to make and paid me to make it. And I'm enjoying it, and I'm having fun. Couldn't turn down getting paid to make it. It's fun, though. I love the crochet. It's relaxing for me. And anyway, so I'm getting back to doing that right now. So, bye. Have a great day.